ure ni kao. Ugbeno hoka jama yisore. Unwe jama dan. Yagwe kyawe no bie no we roma. Owo gba si no bie mama ere. Odun na ma je doren. Oro kalo yera no. Ebote mo gbonra me gari kalaba. Upi se no gbera. Ta lenu wu. Aiwe nugu fi ma no ma. Do se ve ni guana. Eba gbin aba. La ni ayun kie. Ye ye do mi mina.
Ulega semina gogo nire. Abasi. Ate mabanedo onye mese sonyo. Abasi.
Ọ̀kọ́kọ́ ká mọ̀ bó agbàmí rọ. Èrí ọ̀rẹ́ náà ọ̀dẹ́ ká mi náà ẹ̀rìn ẹ̀ mọ̀ hún. Ọ̀dẹ́ ọ̀wẹ́ náà rírí ya ìgbòho ògè náà gbé yẹn wúyọ̀ wá. Uzazakpo òyìnbó dúdú kèrè ní gbìyànjú ata ẹ̀wẹ̀. Ebo ẹ̀kòtò kí ìgbédowó rẹ̀ tó sí ní a. Ìyẹn ẹ̀rọ kánà gbére a. Ẹ̀wà ògidì gan kata nẹ̀. Gbé bóra rẹ̀ ló fi àgbọ̀n wèrè ẹ̀. Dóra di ọba ṣègbìyàn ẹ̀. Èhẹ́ búdá lọ bóre ta ẹ̀. Gbogbo èyí sẹ́ àná gbéra. Ìmú ìzín ẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ti kú. Ọ̀gbọ́n náà rẹ̀ lóbi ẹ̀. Ẹ̀rẹ́ wẹ́tà lóge bá oyúdù lólóbẹ̀ ló láti. Ìhọ́rẹ́ mìnìmínà rẹ̀ dómátì ẹ̀kọ́ àrò náà yàgbọ̀n fìwérí ẹ̀. Yàásí òkọ́ ni dèrún dá. Òdì ọba máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rì tóró. Nòtọ̀ lánàá mí ẹ̀rá ilẹ̀ ẹ̀họ̀ ẹ̀rẹ̀. Wò bọ́ ohọ́ ká òdìọ̀nà. Akẹ́gbà ló gbé bá ní sonúrọ̀. Rere diawa nukiwo mwemu dia bose nehi pepe nikao. Yeri yen me akin. Iya magia do wu yo luku kien. Ugbo ku ne ro ne de. Ne no ma nya we na ko we.
Ibi wuwele o, enaga yitele o. Abasi. Ibi ni olije, eniga yipata o. Abasi.
Ikia bo se mo de no bare ni ya dogie. Ade ro ma ho iri fi de we ri no bare ya dogie. Ebo fún tó hàn gènà dé ìhà ó ṣe kápowó ní dẹ́ agbọ̀n tú fọ̀fọ́ tú bá tú kwikwi àtúrè sékù lérago wàríra dá ẹ̀mẹ̀ náà ẹ̀dọ́ má pòrú náà ṣúgbébò òhàn rẹ̀ àrùbẹ̀mẹ̀ òṣùwọ̀n rẹ̀ ó wá ẹ̀mọ́ náà ọyìn ara kún òṣùṣù ó yẹ rẹ̀ zòzò kíá èsè náà lè ní akíá tẹ ìyẹ̀dókò agbẹ́ sí ní á. Ìpòtòkì ló yí kèrí pátá, ébò ní pèrè, èhèlú wà lẹ́dọ̀ èrè yẹ̀rú ọ̀pá òdì lágbọ̀n.
Ọ̀tà ní pẹ̀lú mi jẹ́ rọ́sùpọ̀ lọ́wọ́ o. Ọba sí.
Ébò wàrà nọ̀kwé ní ìmá ẹ̀rọ kí á ìzẹ̀. Kèrò kí bò yòókù ẹ̀ wà ló yẹ ìrìn èmi àrí àṣírí ìsìn ló wá tú èbì ọ̀dùnkú wà ẹ̀kọ́ abánẹ́dò ọwọ́ ànọ́ra ùsẹ̀lẹ̀wà èmúgbé olókun wà dóhà ìdóhìrà ìgbà nọ́gẹ̀ ìhìn wà fi ẹ̀kọ́ abánẹ́dò èbò lóyì nọ́ra ẹ̀dò làhọ́ wà bìíní àdíyàwó wà láàzẹ̀ nọ́mà gbọ̀pọ̀n nọ̀rì zọ́bù rádà. Imani láti wáyé. Oyó yẹ̀wò ràárò bí ó yé. Kàríánà yá fi ènà dé. Àdéhùn wa máa ń wé náà kẹ́kẹ́. Ìjọ ẹ̀dọ́ wà fún ga tó wà sọ̀bọ̀ owó rí àpò.
Ìròwé ni àpò iná yàgbé náà mọ́ o. Ọba sí. Adélé sọ̀rọ̀ bọ́ o. Olùdóye. Adele Zaroba, Olùdóye, èrò súnmẹ́wẹ̀, Adele Zaroba, Olùdóye.
Ọba Karaye, Ọba Yuwana, Ọba Nyagbon, Uso, Ubiagbe, Ọba Adesagbon, Asoro Kìrọ̀kan Gbórí Eníkẹ́rẹ́, Adérọ̀dọ́bọ̀sùnù, Ẹ̀rẹ̀ Hànà Yìn Nàfíàbàhùn, Ẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ó wà kí. Ọ̀dàmẹ́ ìrọ̀rọ̀nùá igi mẹ́máyé kẹ̀gbọ́ àsáré rẹ̀.
Please share this video. Today na dengue. Okay, we dey wait for our leader, our chief, Omo Osaigi Utetenegiabi, go join us for this particular broadcast today. Please share the video and feel free to invite others. Now dengue. Okay, all of you don hear the breaking news about Okpebholo new king. Okay, so we dey see a lot of Ogiomba people. They don't do a lot of videos. Say Okpebholo wan begin they do things wey not okay. Our leader don't come. So time not there. Please, when I just they welcome our Baba as the usher and in. Yours they greet. When they greet our Baba as we usher and in. So we won't start now. Call everybody. Sharp. Time not there to waste. Make we just we want yours go straight away.
Upo 2058. Then no kikira serona.
All right, good evening, sir. You greet our leaders. Make una the right time for comment section. Wak boko and the Baba. So that what many Marie say. So time not there to waste. Before I go welcome my Congress Kingsley, Ovieda father. He go proceed to usher in our leader. All of you don't hear the updates everywhere about the new king of Okpebholo. So I go play the video. I go play the video about the new king of Okpebholo. People don't they talk and they go now. They won't change the matter. Where Okpebholo, governor of Edo State, again. Do dwek in Seki Ogiomba do. So Okpebholo no, he not supposed approve him. He not supposed put hand make king de Okpebholo. Okpebholo not supposed do that this thing. So Okpebholo won't come the take me. I go back take me. Won't come the man say won't come the challenge our Oba. Make I use it like that. So they won't change down. So that's why I receive a lot of updates. Now I say I not go this matter, so I don't want to go talk with you. I don't know. So now me and my brother, Kingsley, father, say, Ola Koko, yours go talk to Baba Utetenegiabi. Now Baba can address the matter. Whether what Okpebholo do to our governor, what he do to go approve the king, or I don't know the title, or the king of Okpebholo. So he go address them today. Some say why they go they call him Royal Highness, why they go they call him Royal Majesty, why they go they call him this, why go they call him that. So it's all about this video. So make I find the video plan, then give my leader opportunity to welcome you all and usher in our Baba on stage.
The Edo State government has presented a staff of office and letter of appointment to the newly installed Okpebholo of Okpella in Esako East Local Government area of the state. His Royal Majesty, Engineer Michael Eshoronoya Olorunfemi Sado. The presentation was made by the Commissioner of the Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Sir Dr. Loki Esegbe, at the Edo State Ministry Secretariat in Benin City on May 14, 2025. Present at the event were representatives of Okpebholo village heads, chiefs, Otari traditional title holder, youth representatives, government functionaries, family, and friends. Dr. Segbe in his address thanked the Okpebholo of Okpebholo and the representatives from Okpebholo for their cooperation during the selection process. He stated that the appointment letter was necessary to enable the newly installed king to officially kickstart his reign and work for the people of Okpebholo.
Want to thank this profession on behalf of the Okpebholo community. I want to elect. And of course, the kingmakers, other chiefs, they are present today. Governor of Edo State, this is the first time we conduct election in Edo State where no snatching of ballot papers, no shooting of any sort. Take your mind back.
Yes.
Was there any record?
No.
That tells you that Senator Okpebholo is a godsend. Yes. We know some persons might not be happy because of the peace and the stability that Senator Okpebholo has brought to Edo State. But no matter what, the government is also equal to the task. Betterment of our community of Edo State. Congratulations.
In response, High Chief Ansi Aimofume, the spokesperson for the representatives from Okpebholo, thanked the Executive Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, for intervening in the kingship tussle in Okpebholo. He noted that the state government's intervention has fostered the restoration of peace to the land of Okpebholo.
Yeah, we are here to show appreciation to the government of Edo State with the Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, and by extension, the Honorable Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, for coming to our rescue of the people of Okpebholo. You recall that over the months we have paid consistent visits to both the governor and this ministry to express concern over the way the so-called Okpebholo was imposed on the people of Okpebholo. We didn't fight, we are peaceful, we are lawful in our pursuit. And the government of Edo State saw reasons in our fight. And on the 30th of April, the government heard our prayers and revoked the appointment of Lukman Akemokwe, who was parading himself as Okpebholo of Okpella.
It's worth noting that His Royal Majesty Engineer Mike Sado was crowned the Kokolagbe II of Okpebholo on May 10, 2025, in accordance with the Chieftaincy Declaration of 1979, after securing 16 kingmakers' votes out of 24, defeating his contenders. In Benin City, Mary.
Okay, my people, as I talked on before, you all are all welcome to this Ogbonge broker. Please share. It's your 10 minutes broadcast. We have 70 people watching. Please share and invite others. Share and invite others, and feel free to write where you are watching from. Thumbs up the video, like the video, make una share. Una way they call me like go see Okpebholo go do Pastor Basekio, he go do Pastor Basekio. Make una come sit down now. Our leader dey here now, we want to address the matter. Share the video and feel free to write where you are watching from. Make una go call Goddess come. I need $50 super chat from Goddess for this broadcast today. Yes, up to you, my leader, Congress Kingsley, very father. Greet your people and say one or two things and usher in our father. Thank you.
Thank you, Olakoko, man of truth. I greet you. As usual, I greet your fans and I greet the other opposition also. So we are all one. And at the same time also, I also greet the non-Edos who have been taking time to listen and also at the same time to understand how the tradition stool in Edo Kingdom was created, and they will be following you, and I thank them also. So this is another great opportunity for them to also lecture themselves and know about the traditional stool instead of them listening from internet bloggers, historians, self-made historians, or latecomer historians who have no credibility, rather than spreading false rumor that will bring disunity in the society. So that is why it is all the time essential and very, very important for us to call on our fathers who are custodians of our culture to explain more better instead of allowing riffraffs to be talking about tradition, what they don't know about. This is not politics. So I would like to use this opportunity and at the same time to call in our father, Utetenegiabi, Egwatuerame. You are welcome to this great show. So Egwatuerame, Domosa. Domosa.
I was Ramen. So that's why it's darker than every other place there. And something I just want to beg, Walaho, I won't have much time.
Exactly, sir.
The medics to attend to me, they are already waiting.
Okay.
I'm not too strong like that. So let us just go straight to this one. I will say, our people like to play acrimonious politics with every little thing. The Okai Jason the Onoje of Ekpoma, the Onoje of Uromi, the Otaru of Auchi, the Oba of Agbede, the Okpebholo of Okpella, the Ima of Shomorika. Tomorrow, all these are first-class Obas by Gazette of the State. Yes, as Ibiedo or Jimage Adu Gwabamaswa. But there's a government corner to this. First-class traditional rulers who are referred to as HROM, His Royal Majesty. Then the next class is HRH, His Royal Highness. Then the bottom line, HH, His Highness. The government is not doing anything wrong. Historically, all these clans and tribes and everything will be under Benin. But by current political demography, they are independent kingdoms. And so we, as Iviedu, we should learn to treat them like that. We cannot be using history of 6,000 years ago to obtain today. It's not sane. People who know. And do you think that Monday, Okpebholo And Okpella will want to do anything that has to do with the traditional institution, and he for talk with His Royal Majesty Okpebholo? From what we see outside as his relationship, the relationship now, do you think Okpebholo will touch the traditional institution without informing His Royal Majesty Omonoba? It's not possible.
Never.
He's a gentleman. He knows what he's doing. So these people, but watching that scumbag, just thinking by doing that, people, the Benin people, will not go against Okpebholo, and then they will begin to say the Makamuwa. Okpebholo is a complete gentleman, very different from a Mabule, the Mamu, no, Wayeko, Godwin, or Pasaki, without apology. So they should learn that this is government and governance. When Obaseki made his commissioner the Okpebholo, what did he call him? When Obaseki made his stooges, his partner in Lagos, brought him to what's the other clan? What did he call him? Because what Okpebholo just did is to reverse that inanity perpetuated by Obaseki. The people protested and were no. Now the people are happy that they have their own king. So if you do walaho, ni malaho, now we're looking at the relationship between Osadebe Avenue and Egwa Monobanedo, Okpebholo will not touch the traditional institution without seeking the advice of His Royal Majesty. Oh yes, he will not. So let us not listen to UK. Radie don't do terminal anta. Ana where ugele mine or ma ugele. Radie do. Utetenegiabi will declare you missing without missing words. Let them take this post anywhere. Unless I'm not the son of H.M.O. Sagi B2. Abatobaze. Ma total you I just pity his life anyway, because if you know Bonnie or Sobaunure already. Sobaunure. And every other PD pig. I call them PD pigs. No mind na ye. You got a little basket here. Without knowing the truth of the matter. Are you anywhere now? Anybody has any question? Let them quickly ask. It not to make a minute. Why
for if you do argument, people who are so interested in the in this matter about our tradition for better understanding, are you trying to tell us that it is known even the last time Obamwemu Kukuyo, the Ishan here agreed, they all the time address our father as their father? Are you trying to say politically this is what is the arrangement on the ground, but traditionally these people, they still, all these kings, they still recognize and give respect to, give honor to where the honor is due? Is that what you are explaining, sir, to us?
Mami, when Ogo Kukuni,
Yes.
Following every tribe that evolved, emanated from Benin, Iya Yokuku. Iya Lokuku. Because Okuku is our way of life. Now, if we are looking at it, political demography as it is, without missing words, all respect to the palace. It is the Edo South now. Edo South, Ununozedo Nimezena. Oh, Obama Begwe. The Esan, Yawabe Kenya Munda. The Wabe Zafema, Yawabe Kenya Munda. Feminine person cannot disregard the voice of the Otaru of Auchi or the Nokba of Uzairwe. These are the two major ones in Afema. When they speak, if we wanted a situation where Emo Kukuna no kind Edo Central, no kind Edo North. Aka ebo here total. When I come back, particularly Nima Huna Giya the Oba will not send message like that. I might tell me second, okay? Here syllable at the Omonoba why the second will not send a message like that. You just supposed to do time.
I got you around.
My it tell me for am I making that I say here syllable at it. Now I wait I no emokukuni we kan esan kan afema kan onwa kan ya. Am be na be we. Okukuna I even sabe ya okuku okisan I even no je. Uruake no. Akenya enarue. Oye pebubu hu. Eme gengen. Which other tribe no be lue? Now emokukuni or here the main hairstyle, hairdo of Nollywood. So the whole thing is there. Awaiting as be no monoba term no honota. Aga edoga ikino mudiaji. Everybody want to claim the number.
Okay,
My
Baba.
term for my talent. My
Okay, Baba.
talent will know yan syllable.
Okay, Baba.
So
Owesi. Owesi. Otanukpo give her because the advice.
yes.
What is your advice that you are going to give? Because a lot of Edo people, instead of them going to the rightful place to have a well objective knowledge about their culture of Bini culture and history, they like listening to internet historians who sometimes I feel they are trying to cause chaos and disunity. What is your advice to the Edo people, Domosa, when it comes to our history? So, like
One
something
of the
like this
major
now.
problems of this Gen Z, one of the major problems of this Gen Z age thing, that is the rave. It's most unfortunate that somebody will just hear, you see the fence of a compound, and you want to determine how the living room of the house inside that fence will look like. It's not possible. You never know the taste of a banana until you peel it. So, our internet historians, we want to keep telling them there are so many ways you can learn your history, but not this patch. Histories premised on prejudice. No, it can never work. This one will just talk his own. Look at the issue of Igbanke that came up. People just coming up, not knowing the history of Igbanke. Why is it named after Ake? They have never taken time to know. Why is their community named after Ake? And where is Ake? What is Ake? Is Ake not a deity of Benin? Because some of them very now close to Ika, because they've not Sunu, just less than 80 years ago. Anybody above 80, 100 years in Igbanke has Benin names. Those born that are now less than 80, 60, some of them have Ika names. Why? Because at a point in time, I'm sorry I have to chip this in. It's not part of the program for today. At a point in time, the road linking Igbanke and Benin, Igbanke and Ozabudu, Oza and Benin, Ozabudu and all those ones became so bad. So bad that the only way to traverse yourself and get inside Igbanke was to go through Agbo. You make a merry-go-round and go through Agbo to enter Igbanke, and with intermarriages between these two tribes. Now, the people now got closer. They got closer to Ika, just as when they now use their politics to Oza is now two, Ozanisi, Ozanogogo. These two Oza have been one Oza under one leadership of Ohe that is answerable to the Oba of Benin. But now, politics of Edo Delta State, the people of Oza, and the reason the language of Oza is not too clear, it's not Ika, it's not Benin. Omonoba Ewa the first, or Fianu, Nona Fianu Wirie. The history is there and it's very clear. But these internet historians, people who had never taken time to do research or investigate into their history, they all just come to the internet and be rambling because they want views, they want shares and comments. Everybody wants to be paid. It's what is the problem. It's a pity. Internet administrators, they themselves, they are not doing well. They are not doing well. They should give. They should put some emojis or whatever, like particularly the down something. Let people start pressing that this is false news. False. So at the time it gets up to a particular number of down top, they should strike it out because it's getting too much. Now these internet historians coming to taking stories, particularly of Benin. Anybody you want to talk on social media to get shares and comments and all this, your family has a history. Take your family's history, go into it. Oba na Yazakon, I think what the governor Okpebholo is doing okay. Is trying to do all that. Okpebholo will never touch the traditional institution without seeking advice from the Oba of Benin. Traditional rulers. Like the Onoje of Uromi, even though that one has been going through some problems. The Onoje of Irua is the Okai Jason of Esanla. Then the Okai Gun of Esanland is there. The Onoje of Igwebe. They are all there. The Otaru of Auchi is a first-class traditional ruler. The Okpebholo of Okpella is a first-class traditional ruler. The Niatia of Uzairwe is a first-class traditional ruler. Shomurika, Ibilu, they all have their traditional rulers. Edo, years, centuries ago, okay, where Obegwo Badia, Doma Duga, okay,
Better translate to the translator in English.
Obegwo Badia, no Oba is a subject of the other Oba. No one traditional ruler is a subject of another traditional ruler. Edo or wherever the Benin royalty said that Obegwo Badia, and that is why even when the Ida Lord, the traditional ruler of Ida, was captured and brought to Benin, he was given a place separate from Benin, even though Ogida quarter was cut out and given to the Ogida.
Okay, that is how that name came. Yes. If I will come back again, network problem. Our audience, please bear with us.
My concrete.
Yes.
Okay, now. Worisie talo ye orion bare abatu dan. Keke seki orion basko. Okay, worisie talo
Is
ye.
Okay. Epa is back. Go ahead, sir.
yes.
Iwe that name, that is how that name came about Ogida. That is what you were explaining before the network break off. So the name derived from the capture of Ida King.
Yes, the attack of Ida. The
Okay.
attack of Ida. Ida is in Kogi State now.
Yes.
It was captured after the Esige Ida war. Brought to Benin. He was still given respect, even as a prisoner of war. He was given respect. He was given a pride of place, and gave him a whole quarter, Ogida. Oginokidare or Ogida anything, and he now turned to Ogida. Today that is corrupted to be Ogida quarters, Ogida community, and all that stuff. So many things like that and like that. So they should first of all go and learn their history before you, because what you put on social media is a testament. What you put on social media today is a testament. The children are coming to learn from this nonsense they are putting up. My advice to them, please go and learn. There is no family that does not have one old man who is reasonable and sensible.
Okay. Domosa, your last question before you will go.
Yeah.
As majority of these deceptionist historians, 99% of them are Edo people. Don't you think this is a political motivated move to discredit their own father, their own culture, not our own? Because I don't see any reason why they will only be doing it just to get views. Don't you think there is a sinister motive behind it, sir? Please clear us.
Definitely. You will see that this whole thing started about 8-9 years now. Definitely. Ofenorowa or Kamenoroe Weemirowa. Everything is starting from the base. You are all aware that the coronation was postponed 3 times.
Okay.
Anyway, by following our history, to become a he must have challenges. Then peace has now returned because my head does not forbid the crown. So he must have those challenges here and there, and he has conquered them all. Now look at some inconsequent families. They have never been royalty. Probably before the end of the year, the real Ogiamie of Benin, he will be around. We have promised him that his life is very safe, and come on. Osaubo Ogiamie will come to Nigeria on or before December. Definitely. And they will all see. They have never been royal. Emi no sunu ana we laho do happy money. Yes, he did well looking after Benin at that time. but wanting to now take over Dukunia Twe as a family.
Exactly.
Dukuno Giso Twe. If they were real children of Ogiso, what's any other two Ogiso? Or if they were children of Uhenso, what's any other two? So, why did their father not attack Diawa? Why did their father not attack Akenzwa? Not to lost grip of the history. Lyre, which has nothing to do with Ogiso dynasty, has nothing to do with Oba dynasty. So, not to lose touch, not to lose touch of the history of Enosunwere Oba Ewedo. That was why Omonoba Ediawa. No, are your back, no, are your agbon back with it, or your back with it.
It's there.
So he just wanted us, the coming generation, to know where Emimi and Asunu. And this is how Noya Sunu. And that was why he particularly performed the Ekiokpaga treaty drama.
It is not that it is not that it is a compulsory thing that he must do.
It's not. It's not part of the coronation. It's not compulsory.
Thank you, sir.
It's not compulsory. Because at the time, Oba Ewedo defeated Ogiamie and killed Ogiamie, he was moving the palace from
Uzama.
From Osama to Ogbe. And he defeated Ofia and Homufwa.
You know.
And it was entrenched in our history constitution. Everyone at a Belori Afia Homufwa. But it was Diawa who said, "Oh, Agbofi Wiriene." But let us not lose grip of the history. He performed it as a theater, as a drama. It's not how many Obas from Ewedo did it for coronation. How many? So because this Nimae Kenya Kedema we Kenya they saw that 1979 episode as where in who are you? What ceremony? The ceremony of Pana Uwegwa Nanaka where Ogiamie Nairema Egiau.
None.
Which ceremony?
None.
Which one? Which ceremony? Error. Before Monobake Igwe, that's Ugieni is Ohonto. Ohonto will come to perform his own ceremony because Obanya Toy. There's that ceremony. Ohonto. We know who he is. Every other person will be there. But the Namanaka where Ogiamie Niya Wu Niya Je. We will have to deal with this Ogiamie episode someday. And let us start from the beginning to the end.
We are waiting.
How even their Ogiamie, Evian, the father of Ogiamie, how he betrayed Egogo Magan. Egogo Magan was the chief, the man who casted the implements Niyeja Joko. But Egegi said, Naya give it the payment. And I could push on it aside. And Benin now favored him. And he's not coming back. We have this story. Igatane, you go and find out. Even things that can be dug out to mean anything. I am almost like Utetenegiabi. I've looked into history and archaeology. If I cannot get the true fact, I won't talk about it. I will not talk about it. Come here where Eminana Irioji. Or I will be I lason ya gualo adegeri ogeleno. And if it is not so, I won't talk about it.
So, sir,
while I heard
why
they
was
send anyone more?
just one more question, sir.
Yeah.
What you have explained the traditional side of it. What is the political side that has motivated this miscreant to be doing all these things?
I didn't get your words from the beginning of jump.
Okay, I said you have explained the traditional side history of our dear Benin Kingdom. I said about this miscreant, what is the political gain that is promoting or propelling them to continue trying to distort Benin history, sir? The political side of it. Why are they doing it? And why are some
election in Nigeria
backing them?
After election in Nigeria, certain people will gang up, pull themselves together as the hate. They are haters and wailers club. Because your candidates that can never win an election did not win an election. Or if it is not me, then no other person can have it. That is what is happening to them. That is what is happening to them. Look at all of them that are talking about this traditional institution matter, talking about Okuku matter and all that. They are the wailers and haters. They are where you go dalo people. Of God will not persecute people. Unu hear ya time masa men you no tie. Yeah, where you near vi bata in where no view when you talk can no kai where adege runde politics na way. Our Oba is bigger than politics. Even if he wants to support any particular group or a Tyler there, my way your any of you do not go against a Kenoba Mudiage no more. Otonovio when ya so they are doing it for their they are doing it for their politics.
Where's this, sir? Where's this, sir?
Nothing else.
Where's it, sir? Where's it? It's well explained.
Where's it,
sir?
Yes,
you and at the same time, on behalf of Iviedo Yafefe and those who love you and love the Benin Kingdom, we wish you happy, quick recovery and everything that you are doing. And victory is yours, sir. And at the same time, we recognize and remember the role your father or grandfather played in the emergency of Midwest. We have been looking up for
my direct father, not my grandfather.
Yes, direct father. Your direct father, sir. We are looking up to it.
I'm number 12 out of 16.
Okay. Wow. So we are looking forward up to it the day you will come and explain, because a lot of Edo people don't know how come Midwest was born. The people that played bigger role. What we hear today is Anthony Nauro, a lot of people.
They don't know, and they are not even.
We are craving and we want a situation whereby your father's name will be immortalized and should be known to Edo people. The role he played politically, traditionally, in everything. So we are planning towards it, and you are the best person to better explain to us what role and how your father stood to make sure that Midwest was born, that gave birth to the today Bende State and Edo State and Delta, which was formerly Bende State. So, Epa, thank you, sir. Linika Taiban, Osaba Muegbera, may you, and at the same time about your wife and everything, we wish you and we say sorry again and we sympathize with you. By the special grace of God,
thank you very much.
Victory is yours, and victory will continue to be yours, sir. Oba Okpebholo.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Thank you, sir.
He said, like I said, anytime, just let me know. Even if it's just 3 hours before, let me know.
Thank you, sir.
I will see.
So you can leave us.
Thank you.
All right. In short, I don't know where that is. As I hope when I enjoy the broadcast, when I don't gain a lot of things. So if you wait still there, you maybe something not still clear for your side.
They can ask questions. Those who want answer a question. And
ask your question.
yeah,
Okay? Call in and ask your question. So all those videos when Abatogionba they do, Sekiyogionba people they do, make we not mind them. Make we not mind them. They won't cause crisis. My phone don't full sis. Now so why will go don't not? Why you go do this thing? Why you go approve her? Why you go approve King for there? Una don't hear them now. Sekiyogionba appointed one Agbero for that position. One
fake one, fake one.
He go put her there. One fake one. Go put her. They not complain about that one. No. Abatogionba not do one video. Sekiyogionba people, they don't do one video. Say why Seki will go support that kind of thing. They don't talk. All those Utetenegiabi when Sekiyogionba don't condemn their generation, don't use they don't use the sorted. You don't change the to Ogionba. They don't talk about all those people. But Okpebholo now don't do the necessary thing. They begin to cry. They cry. When I don't say I'm not saying that the right thing. Now Okpebholo do. And he still let us know, say all these different kings already they under our Baba, and then themselves know. They know. Okay, yeah, you learn something today. Yeah, send me super chat. Send me super chat, Joe. So now, so we go leave am reach and we dey wait for una. If you don't get anything, I don't say
Another thing I will add to it, please, my Benin people, you heard our father explain it. Sometimes I normally say it. Let us learn to separate politics away from our history. Benin history, I all the time they talk on. It not belongs to Benin again. It belongs to the whole world. This is the time for us to safeguard them for our children. We have no other heritage. Today we talk about Egyptian history. The real Egyptian, they are no more there. Now we both did there. But thank God today, we are fortunate to still be standing as an Edo people who, when they say, who are these people who created this big empire, we are still on the ground. In Egypt today, it's not like that. So why must we use our hand because of politics to scatter what we get? Let us learn, please, brother and sister, whether it be PDP, APC, this is our pure history. It not concern politics. And it will be very foolish of any Edo person to know the real truth because of politics that will come, which is just 8 years or 4 years. You will distort your own history, whereby in the next 20, 30 years, your own kids will come again and ask you, say, Papa, why was it like this? And you, when you reflect back, you will even be sad that why did I even do it because of political gains? Please, it does not make sense. Benin history is the history of the whole world, the whole of Africa. The Egyptians, they are no more there today. The Romans, they are small as Romans, they are keeping it. Oh, like Coco, you did Sweden. Sweden have their history there. Of the, I don't know how they call them, of these people where they dress, they'll put on for head. I mean, I forgot their name. Yes, the Swedish people, they still talk about it. They keep that little history. They keep on. They are not using it to play politics. So let us learn to separate our history from politics. Because if we think you are doing your opponent, you are not doing your opponent, you are doing yourself a harm. Because this is the only thing we have to say. Yes, when the Westerner want to say, what have your ancestors achieved? You can boldly say, you are from that place where the longest wall, in the longest wall, longer than the wall of China was created, where the most artifact, the most beautiful one, that even the Europeans today are still marveling and thinking, how come the black race was able to achieve this feat, which they have not been able to do? You can lay claim to it. So why must we scatter it? Why must we use because of na APC or PDP to scatter it? Please, I know politics with a lie for politics. Yes, everybody in line. Now as Olakoko they talk, and now in man sweet pass, now he go win. But when it comes to history, talk and the way it be. Leave it. Don't write yourself into other people's history or try to write them out and write yourself in to talk them down when you know clearly that this thing is not correct. But you might feel that you are enjoying it. In the next 20 years, you have done damage. Nigeria now is in this chaos because of the history was taken out of our classroom, which was done purposely, not mistake, to further marginalize the Edo people. Because the way things was going, if the history was left in the classroom, a lot of Nigerians will have known what you call Nigerian today, 80% belongs to the Benin Kingdom. But we, the Edos, we have become the custodian of deception. How come, since when we drag ourselves reach that position? We have become the chief of deceptionists. We have become chief lie like CNN television. Why are we doing it? We can do it in politics, and we agree to it. We can do it when we are trying to play politics. Talk Okpebholo down. If Okpebholo supporters cannot defend the Okpebholo, it's left for Okpebholo supporters and Okpebholo himself. Because any politician is open for criticism, or open for an attack, or open for praises. It's one of the three. It's either they praise you, or they'll demonize you, or they'll insult you, because that is why you are holding a political office. But when it comes to our history, man, it take our forefathers, our great women, like Idiani Yesigi, Iden Okpoko, great women, those who sacrificed, who laid their life to see that this kingdom survive. Then why we now, in this modern time, because we just earn PhD in the classroom, since when all our professors, what have we been able to achieve? This is not an insult to our professors. So. Judo, don't get me wrong. This is a continental thing in the whole of Africa. Since our professors, the West came in, Western education, are we be able to achieve anything? The answer is no. So protect the Benin Kingdom, protect the Benin history.
It's like
go ahead.
Question for the house.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
I greet you. Abokia. Yeah, go ahead.
Contribution
Okay.
Okpebholo is going to be the best governor in my area.
Amen.
What beating ya say ya say brutally ya say what beating ya because less than the time he be office now imuna ni now obaseki my way or my way for 3 years. A problem they don't want to pay for a good media team. You know, I see different
Go ahead, my brother.
Maybe whatever I know, what I know to come. You know, I see different here. You money a pay any. You know, you don't have to defend the. You know, you know, sure. All here they will not tell of boy. And I you probably can boy and what believe in you. Any good media team. I know why contribution.
Go ahead, the concrete.
Yeah, just start from where our brother, with our brother talk. I said it before. I said any politician that come out, you are open for criticism or praises, or they'll demonize you. So it's not left for the politicians and that team to defend himself or herself. Now this our brother just talk. But to go to the main topic of today, which is about our Royal Majesty, our father, one of our father in Okpebholo. So please let us give respect to our traditional rulers. They have no hand in this hardship in Africa or in Nigeria. They have no hand. What we hear all the time, any little thing, the Oba do this, Enogi of Ekpoma do this. No. Why are we buying into these lies? Who is responsible for the allocation for Edo State? Is it not the governor? After the governor is the local government chairman and the councillor. That is where the bus stop ends. But today you see people trying to point and try to divert people's attention from facing the reality and going to go and face the unreality. At the same time, we know our royal father, they remain our father. They created this thing that politics can't take over. Like me, I was an Edo man before I was a Nigerian person. Except any Benin person we don't know. I was already a Benin man because before I can't become Nigerian. And if I say it out, hit my chest, I am just following the constitution just for following sake. Inside my mind, I'm still loyal to my old tradition. Because before 1897, Benin Kingdom was already a sovereign state, a free nation. That is why we were able to recognize the independence of Brazil in 1822. So any Benin man on a Doma way you know in history, you are supposed to be grieving in this stupid dispensation where we find ourselves. That we call Nigeria, that is still not okay. So why must you use politics now to scatter the remaining things that you are still having? Just to score political leverage or some peanut we want day for your table. Aguano. You have only mocked yourself. You have only mocked. Bishop Ajayi Crowther said, be proud of yourself. Who is not proud of himself is not fit to live. And the oldest African proverb says, know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. Who are we? Who are we? We are Nigerians. Before we are Nigerians, who we be? Define me, we define ourselves. All those historians coming out, if you are not able to define yourself, your lineage, then just keep quiet. You keep quiet, because if you're able to define yourself, you are supposed to be grieving. Because this demonstration of grace, according to Fela, have brought us nothing. What we see is insecurity, which the governor is trying to fix. What we see is a lot of healing from here, which the governor is trying to fix. But when we were having our system that was managed with moral qualities and our tradition as, let me say, the checkmate, things was moving fine. Even if not perfect, because there's no perfect nation in the whole world. But we were moving. If we were not okay, no nation will invade a state that is chaos. Can America invade Libya again at the second time? No. This is what I'm trying to say. So you can only invade a stable nation, a nation who have everything, who have what you want to have. This is what brought to the invasion of Benin Kingdom. And those people that joined to betray us, we are still seeing the element today. They are still there. They are still living. The families, they know themselves. They are still living, and they see indirectly, one way or the other, contribute to this chaos we are having in Nigeria, and in particular in Edo State, whereby with the Ishans and Benin, the Horobos, they are trying to play wedge within us, with the Ikas, the Banke, turning brothers against each other, dividing our borders, creating state out of nowhere, separating families. Just like what our father said, those are no Google and those are the other one. These are one people, but they are not separated. And the remaining one, the little one that we still have, we are dancing to scatter it. Like I said before, why? You are not doing the states no harm more than the harm you are doing to yourself. Because that is only your identity. Nigeria was given to us by the colonial masters. The people that came, Lord, I don't forget the name of the man. Then Nigeria was given to us. But we were already a nation, the Benin Kingdom, before Nigeria was formed. And our Oba did not sign to it in 1914. We were not part of this game. We are still grieving. And a Edo man supposed to stand his ground. Whether an Isha man, Orobo man, Ika man, whatever that tribe in this South, we are supposed to stand our ground, so that we can be able to fight off the Wazobians, who all the time try to use us as buffer zone, or try to use us as cannon footer, or try to use us as supporters club. If it is not an Edo man, then it is nobody. So it is time for us to crave and quake for ourselves, instead of quaking for others and trying to say, oh, let this one of these three major tribes rule. Where to where? It's time for you to talk about your own, because if you know yourself, if I not have anywhere, I might begin a rule, because we are not there. I don't want to talk about those tribes. We are not here for that. Una on where? Or go you go you go block your own ear. Because the power we are taking away from us and give it to these 3 tribes. And we have become follow passengers to the bus, to this mole bus where they move. We are the passengers. They use to feed the seat. So let us stop and protect our culture, because this is only what we use to defend ourselves in the near future. Because politically, we have been marginalized. The setting does not favor us. But if we keep to our culture and keep to our identity, we will be able to rally around our brothers in the other region, up to the Ikwere people, the Dagaman people in all those riverine area. So, wala wo, but if you people refuse, any party the type, in the evening will be the judge. And I know will be the question, will be the answer. So this is just what the few things. I said maybe any caller want to call in. If not, Olakoko will call it today, because it was so shorting and I love it, because this is the kind of objective answer we're going to give them now. Just like the other Ogiame come the other day making noise. So this is the way we'll be answering them. So caller, you can come in.
Do any are suspended?
Then Okpebholo man
You understand? I suspended. He and that.
And that is staff of office. The staff of office in there, that is now the new king.
That is staff of office.
The original person that is supposed to be in the throne.
Plan we ganihi fake, you know. So Beworo you want the money yo. So our batorian batting so dog where Okpebholo talking making different place. So or here go back tag me. Or you might have muted now. Yeah.
You're very right now. They have suspended and you're very right now. They have a jail or anything. Because you know, the time of Shomole, I think I'll suspend the athlete. Or even the problem where you can. Papa la only. Okay, the time of Basaki where lao could box when I have you. All of said on that to attack and your maybe. If you be feel like it's baby and she now, because me and my say, tell the Bavana to spell your Yai where maybe you can spell or why you spell way granny. So, any ya see one of what, because anything concerning a policies or my or one of what, and having another set. We are seeing our partner, or to our no drive bubble one of Quajo. But I recommend session, what about not top foot, why didn't you not top foot? Any ya, if a panya guanchi, and yet to be a limit of yen. And instead of not take guanchi, but of a dog guy working on a mark kind, because we are reduced the power, the yarn. Here, yet, useless democracy, reduce the power. Or have a kingship in Nigeria, so they don't have say. We want to stand there. Every maybe we hear them out when you have one, we are begging you to only have a contribute to job. Then we are my second one because I'm near a power in it. And so not tell me when it's in oil can and also, or maybe a family who kunaga or anything. Only I'm going to get what. Maybe a crisis rebel. Say, maybe a governor, Manavi, the Guayao, fine, I come one of what. Mount is stand. So, maybe Okpebholo where here only win na ya do but like a potana no platform where you get the like a potana because all kele fu awo munda koko bufwa all kele mweme jokwa e awo ogele gbogbo e ga amure regedi because again me ga step on the comment section we have one okele amwe poku wa fa ito we ro see of this mumu here but potana all kele ri ori o me ya but God bless you, eh?
Madam.
Where Monaco, while we are to Pataki, we are to say, who can really have one platform now, all Lame or all Lame or Capo. When you are get governor, when you are get anything, no idea, I have to take a government opinion, when nowhere, they must send anybody, must send, you know, here, government one. No va bien there when ya so yo go I ga get one more one at go e no see ya we stand for from way before case we are we no here won me don't know say you ma be star where get ni a pass the law you o ba ka be like my ya we bonia what people pass the law me the law ya no pass here we here wa wo uzutu be ho afia we here e fa no kwa ya nya mu nu you can pay jo. Every time I was for free video during COVID-19, he went a manager party ni kiasi ya meteli on you. Ina we ma only last year pay. Ewa ya nije party ni 22 of them ya mu anuwa. 22 of them, 15 of them aga iye Ghana. Ni amu anuwa during that COVID. Yes, the journey. Because we are just law every show more I have don't with I law because any they said to other Europe contract from a region no trial. So when you are again of no young now, one like a another never one no way, no one. Sorry, I go with I will not go with because already kayak has Moya only. When you might go the baby another go be you might go along. Now to have winner, it was to have where the best one you have yet to it. Okay, you have been to the best one you have here. And not the best story, not ya go am with man, also is there. Una. So, in a young name, and now we get to go. You know that you get out for Benin, and the first way you give the house, you not trust them. Make sure say you give that person quick notice. Now, don't really labor, and not labor a weapon. Oh, I go in vain, baby, honey. I blame on my honey. So make everybody now, make they just they call their tenant for home, they tell them. Wherever we now about pure, Ula will go again me. I have those that where to go. And before you give tenant house, make sure you question her. What is it when we now ever banana, una booster paga, especially here more one over. Do you like a call it? Huh? Well, we are more one. I can know where we a facility where we a contract of working where we no guarantee where we just why if you are paying over. But in Nigeria, we are here we go 2 years. Yeah, we are still pay 2 years in the we money care. We money care we nani we na. We ma if I your boy I have the buy. Follow one of bless say when you are here no young now. Over market no bien e for one dinner. On your face now. I'm not saying any go no move about a key over market in or mamma any here face now. Say go already on your to away and winner. If you know we do pojo, when I may live job, if you know we do pojo, no, all that over fire to come here and necessity so many do it where I'm women. If we are women, we are state in Nigeria. What we manage in a goe, or one now we have to get here with small long dog. While we're toilet, you may want to join anybody no way we know we ma. Or what we are with no market here, what we start with you are now way SD, and I bet the Kevin by Yala, Yana, or my F, or my F, ye. But that is time by why you for your way of quality your Paula Coco. One of quality your buy, I'm not make sure we will be don't cracky. Come me do again and no we are when no we are. uwomo trikio when italokai elu etropo tikio owane ni dano e ono lu evie ni latia abweno gbele woro ori le woro wena atume ma una ami ego to onye ni aso ma no tume ma ni te vie ba udume ma we say we call me e wa ya owo amu we na so me said they try to remember people waiting for media. Not be all those people wait they shout my governor. Because the role we play this period in that year, don't laugh about you try now. Even though say people not tell, I ain't supposed to say you try. So when we could not we feel no Jozo. Because here woman not the feel, don't do also ya feel or can't be. So when you do the right thing, now let that place now, I need to stay in the air. Now where you are in the or everything. When all ginger, so that all ginger. I know I never go one, I am go one year why. Why? Wait, customer, they are no page of family. And the men they cannot be at work in here. How will you go there? May I see? Anyone, the men who know one now. Atenia kiasa menopo no why we obietete here ni dia nyasa mane.
Of course.
I'm telling you. No baba, that is my contribution. Kingsley, Samosa, where say daddy, where say.
All right, everyone. Thank you. We're about to call it a day now, and see you all for the next broadcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you, my congrats.
Okay, brother. One love.
One love.